So how's the team preparing for Salt Lake on Wednesday?
Well, we know it's going to be a difficult game. Always playing in altitude and playing against a very attacking team. Coming off a really good result in Kansas City, their confidence is going to be flying. So we have to manage, the way they want to play and their attacking style, and be able to prevent any goals and counterattack as often as we can.
Seems like a pretty lighthearted day out here today, just from like a mental well-being perspective. How important is that for you guys to just kind of mix it up every once in a while?
Well, I think you always have to remember to be positive. The positive is we're still in second place after 3 home matches in a row that haven't gone our way, and that's pretty incredible. You can look at it in a negative way and think to yourself, well, if we took advantage of those opportunities, we would be in a very good spot. But the reality is we didn't, and we can't look back at the past. And you have to enjoy every moment you're out here with the team, and be positive that you'll get the next result and then the next after.
For sure. And Damien seemed like he had some positive messaging from you guys. Is he usually the vocal guy when it comes to that? Are there other coaches that step up in different moments to kind of give you guys that kind of message?
Well, I think it comes from the staff, entirely. If we have the staff on board with us, the coaching. Just the messaging that they're trying to get across. It's important that we're all on the same page. So the fact that Damien spoke up, and he's spoken up in the past, like even before games, he's a vocal leader just as much as the other coaches. So it's important to all be on the same page, and we're all trying to accomplish the same goals. So in the end. It doesn't matter who it comes from. We all need leaders.
How important is this 2-game swing? Obviously, you're on the road. You're not going to be home for long. After the results that you guys have gotten, how important is this 2 games?
Yeah, Wednesday, Saturday, short rest. On the road, difficult moments. For a team that hasn't done well in the last 10 or 11 games, and it's a way you can, smaller teams that haven't gone through the seasons that we've gone over the last couple of years can easily fold. They can easily say, what, we might not even make the playoffs, but the reality is we're going for it. We know that it's a tough stretch, and it's going to be a tough rest of the season, so we have to just embrace the challenge. It's going to be a tough couple games, and we have to be prepared. We have to use our whole roster, and we have to come closer together in these next couple games.
And going back home to LA, playing in front of the LA crowd, has that lost its luster yet, or is that something that you still enjoy?
Well, it's always nice to see friends and family and to play in front of them because they don't get to see me play live, each and every week. In person. So it's really sweet. It's really cool to always go back to LA. But Seattle's home now. This place has given me so much. So I don't see it as much as before. Maybe my first couple of years, but it's always been to get a result over there. It's been a business trip at the end of the day.
How much film study did you guys do on the tie game that just went on? Did you guys study it, or is it just kind of forget about what happened?
No, we looked at 8 or 10 clips on the game itself, and we made corrections. We looked at it. We emphasized certain things, and then we moved past it. It's something that you can't dwell on. The reality is the result happened, and you can't let that impact the next game. And so tomorrow we focus on RSL. Tomorrow from here on out we focus on RSL, but this morning was useful for New England, yes.
What's the next step of working on defensive tactics? I mean, that's another defensive struggle back to back. What's the next step?
Well, I mean, it comes down to being compact and playing as a team, being vocal, communicating. It's a lot of things, you know. We practice it this week, and unfortunately, you know, you give up 3 goals. So it's a lot of things, you know. You can train it all you can, but a game is very different against real opponents, against different players that you see each and every day. And in the end, you know, you got to communicate. You have to follow your runners. You have to be focused for, you know, 90 minutes. And unfortunately we weren't in this game, and we have to better that for the next one.